right, welcome to National Signing Day. I'm Gary Goff, head football coach at Tiffin University, and what a day it's been. We've got a great class put together. Very excited about who we've got coming to join our family here. And, it's today's presented a few challenges because we had a lot of high schools across the state closed down because of ice storms and snow, but still waiting on two more very important faxes to come through, and then we'll be all set moving forward. This class, we signed 40 student athletes, and from majority from Ohio, but a good bit from Indiana, Michigan, it's going to be a class that really has added depth to a lot of key positions. Within this 40 guys that we've added, we've got 3 quarterbacks, 9 offensive linemen. That's an area where we've lost some seniors, and we really wanted to add some depth right there. 2 running backs, 2 tight ends. On the defensive side of the ball, we've got 11 defensive linemen, 4 linebackers, and 5 DBs, and then a punter. We've also got 5 mid-years that joined us in January that we're also announcing with this class. Those guys are Mark FERRELL. He's a receiver, very talented young man from Beechwood High School, 6'6", 195. Is going to kind of add a lot of problems for our defenses that we're going to be facing next fall. So we also got Kevin Hyde. A DB. He's a transfer from Eastern Kentucky. Young man's fast, strong, very physical player. He's going to help us right there at corner. Rashawn Edwards, another DB, transferred from Wittenberg and Louisville. Tariq Gilbert, a defensive end. We're always looking to add some depth right there in a speed rusher, especially since Victor Cave graduated. Tariq Gilbert's a transfer from Marshall University. Still going to have 4 years left, a very dynamic player. And then Devin Boyer, another defensive lineman, mid-year signee right there. So very excited to have those guys join us in our program in January. But, let's move forward and talk about some of these high school guys that just signed with us, and they'll be joining us for camp starting in August. Kind of start about one of the most important positions right there. Got a great get with Jay Volpenheim out of Cincinnati area, Anderson High School. His accolades go on and on and on, but he was first team, all region down there. He threw for 3,800 yards this year with 35 touchdowns, and he also rushed for well over 1,000 yards. He had 52 total touchdowns this year. He's first team All-Ohio, so very excited to get Jay here on campus, let him learn the offense and kind of move forward right there. But he's going to be somebody that everybody recognizes his name and understand what type of dynamic player he is. Also at the quarterback position, we got Todd Simons from Columbia and Tiffin here. Excited about him. Watched him play for 4 years, an extreme competitor. Always liked how he went and approached the game every week in, week out. So we're excited to bring him on and let him learn the offense and compete as well. And got another young man that plays that position, Tyler Ronk, but he's also a punter, and we're in need of a punter. So, we're going to try him at both positions. The other running back was Colin Hill, and Colin Hill is from Marion Harding High School. He's got good size to him, 5'10", 235, kind of a power back. We might be able to utilize him as our big H and fullback a little bit. Offensive line. Offensive line is something that we've concentrated on with this class. Signing 9 offensive linemen right there. I could talk all day about these young men, but kind of just a quick overview. We got Noah Sherburne. He's from Georgia, kind of from my neck of the woods right there. Noah's family, dynamic player. He's got good size to him at 6'3", 290. Very explosive, physical young man out of Sequoia High School. So excited about him. We've got Dane Brooks from North Central High School. He's in Indianapolis, Indiana. He's 6'4", 260. Dane is extremely athletic, can run. So very excited about that young man and his potential there. Joseph Carter. Joseph Carter is out of Cincinnati area, Princeton High School, 6'3", 275. He is the cousin of Azell Mitchell, and actually he reminds us a lot of Azell. That's our senior tackle that graduated this past season. Will Galbraith from Cas Tech up in Detroit, Michigan. A very, very good program. They've got several state championships. He's 6'5", 310. Expect him to come in at one of those tackle positions and really compete right there, but great size, great length to him. Jaden Josie from Portsmouth High School in Portsmouth, Ohio. Caleb Pierce from Big Walnut. Another great young man, good size, very strong academically. See him being a really good guard for us. We got 2 tight ends and 2 very dynamic tight ends, and and the one being Skylar Fletcher. He's from Ben Davis High School in Indianapolis, and Skylar is 6'4", 245. and can run. Extremely athletic. We've been looking for a tight end like this for quite some time, so I'm very excited to get him here. Todd Toney from Hayes High School in Delaware, Ohio, and Todd is 6'6", 215. So we're going to bulk him up, put some size on him, but hard to find that kind of frame right there at 6'6". So on the defensive line, we had, of course, Tariq Gilbert, a transfer from Marshall, here on the campus already. We're waiting for no, coach is waving at me. We just got it in right now. Antonio Wyatt, it's all good. Big signing right there, Antonio Wyatt. He was very highly recruited by schools at pretty much every level. He's from Lorraine High School. Antonio Wyatt is 6'3", 300 pounds, and can flat out move. He's extremely athletic. I think when you see his highlights and watch his film, you understand we got a really, really good football player right there. We've also got Matt Lee. Matt Lee is from Amherst Steel High School, from Amherst, Ohio. Matt Lee's 6'2", 280 pounds. He is, a state champion wrestler. I think he owns a school record in pins, but he's extremely, extremely strong and explosive. So we expect him to be able to come in and compete right away. Then we got Sam Hyatt from Cambridge High School. He's also a transfer from West Virginia. He's actually graduated, entering grad school, so I'm excited to get him there with us. Joey Lofton from Shorewood High School in Wisconsin. We got Jonathan Harrington from Gahanna Lincoln. We got good ties there with Gahanna Lincoln. Coach Ward does a great job down there, but he's 6'2", 225 and very explosive. We feel like his skill set is a lot like Victor Cave. Blake Barnes from West Bloomfield High School. Blake Barnes, 6'1", 265, plays defensive tackle. Jerrell Wells from Sandusky High School. Jerrell is 6'4", 250. Another young man with great size and length. At 250, we feel like he's pretty strong. Obviously, we want to bulk him up, get him a little bit bigger, but he's another young man because of his size and strength coming in. He's going to be able to compete pretty fast. Colton Henry from Bellevue High School, right down the road. We love our Bellevue players. They are always tough-nosed players. Coach does a great job there with that program. Kenny Cook. Kenny Cook is from Kendallville, Indiana. He's from East Noble High School. Kenny's 6'2", 225. He's also a long snapper. Kenny, we feel like he's going to have, a lot of ability to come in and compete right there. It's a position we thought we were pretty young and thin at. We also got Keelan Laws out of Ben Davis High School over at Indianapolis, Indiana. Keelan's 6'4", 200 pounds. They won a state championship there. He's Skylar Fletcher's teammate, also another state championship as our tight end. But, Keelan's a dynamic player himself. Long, fast, and he can cover. So it's going to be nice to have a linebacker we can put in that nickelback position if we had to, and expect him to cover some of those slot receivers or whatnot. One young man we're extremely excited about is Tariq Carter. Tariq is from Pickerton North High School down in Pickerton, Ohio. Tariq is 6', 175. Is a very, very good player. I think he's well known throughout the state. That's coming out of a great program right there. But this young man's going to come in and compete pretty fast. Jalen Mitchell from Pickerton Central High School, 6', 180. We see him playing maybe safety or corner, but there's another young man on the signing class that's won a state championship, so comes from a great program down there that's used to winning. Patrick TUEIMEH, he's from Sycamore High School in Montgomery, Ohio, 6', 180, got great size to him. And that's kind of wrapping up our recruiting class right there. This class, every year keeps getting better and better for us, and very thankful for my staff, administration on campus, everybody's involved with our program. They're really helping us make this a very special place to be. Our spring will start in March. Spring game is April the 14th. That's a Saturday. Weather, permitting, and if not, we'll be inside again doing a spring game in our indoor facility again one more time. But excited to get on the field and work with these young men. Very excited about this signing class getting here in August, and so we can move forward. It's just a great day to be a Dragon. So with that being said, I'll close this recruiting class program right now. It's been a great day for us, and we're going to go continue to celebrate a little bit more as we get some of these last few faxes in. So go Dragons.